Director's Cut, a creepypasta by anonymous person who wrote this story. Let us go back to the year 2001. Remember Shrek? That film caused a lot of buzz, and I happen to be a big fan of it myself. It really piqued my curiosity that there was an unreleased director's cut of the film, and as soon as I heard about it, I began a search for it. I tried contacting people who work on the film by emails or phone calls, but never got a response, or I only got a answer machine. My last resort was contacting Andrew Adamson, the person who directed the film. I managed to get on a Skype interview with him, and I asked him general questions like, where do you get the idea for this film, and what do you think about the finished film, and whatnot. So when I finally asked him about the purported director's cut, he just fell silent. I could see his face going pale. He proceeded to tell me, don't look for it. Just let the memory die. He hung up the call right then, and I just sat at my desk, confused. I went to bed. The next day, I tried emailing Mr. Addison about the director's cut, and attempted to find out more. I managed to get a response likely 45 minutes later. The email said, just give me your address, and I'll send it to you. If you're sure you want to see it, then I guess I can't stop you. Beware, for the things you will see, or forever stay in your memory for the rest of your life. I was unsure if I really wanted to see the director's cut at this point, but hey, morbid curiosity got the best of me, so I sent back another email with my address and a thank you. About a week later, I received a package from Mr. Adamson himself. It was the director's cut VHS tape. Certainly, it had the exact same design as the regular Shrek VHS tape. I pop it in my VHS player. Yes, I still have one, and I let it play. Oh, how I wish I could take that back. Well, the intro of the film was different. You know where Shrek is reading the book? Well, the shot would just stays there. It just froze on the book. It didn't even move at all. You couldn't even hear Shrek's voice. It was just total silence. After about 6 minutes, the tape cut to the scene of Donkey and Shrek walking through the cornfield. Wow, this was just pretty late in the film. Again, it was dead silence. It got to the static for about 5 minutes, but again, it was silent. The weird thing is that I could make out some sort of video in the static. It looked like Shrek standing over Donkey. Hang on. And Shrek somehow torn over Donkey's chest and proceeded to eat his intestines. I nearly vomited, but after the video clip ended, the film cut to the scene where Shrek and Donkey are in the castle to rescue Fiona. But again, it was silent. When I got to the scene of Donkey Sweet talking to Dragon, it once again cut to static. This time there was no ending video, thankfully. It was just regular static. It's got to the shot of a dragon watching Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey leave the castle, with Dragon's sign because Donkey left. However, the scene went on longer than I expected. Dragon went back inside the castle, dipped her head in lava, and proceeded to melt into nothing but a skeleton. This emotionally affected me greatly, as Dragon is one of my favorite characters. It got to Shrek and Fiona at the chapel when Farquaad orders his guards to kill Shrek and capture Fiona. Okay. And capture Fiona. The disturbing thing is, the scene just keeps going. The guards eventually kill Shrek by beheading him, and Fiona was taken back into the castle and thrown into the lava. Except for the credits rolling, there was a message saying, the dead has risen. Hail Satan. I immediately ejected the tape, threw it away. Unfortunately, my mind wasn't quick enough to think to destroy the tape, so it is still out there somewhere. If you ever seen a VHS copy of Shrek, stay away from it. Okay, final thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm just trying so hard to try not to laugh at that creepypasta because I don't know if I find it be kind of ridiculous or just kind of strange. Okay, final thoughts. It's kind of pretty good. You know, the whole, like, a person trying to contact the people who work on the film until he did the last resort is try to contact the director, and he tell him about the director's cut, and he's like, well, don't think about that. And then he just, and then, you know, the whole concept about that whole, a person talking to the director of that film, just about this director's cut, and I think just like a few days later, he just found it and just find something bizarre about the tape, which it's actually pretty interesting for the story, but I think it kind of got ripped off like multiple times. But am I? There's like a one little flaw. It has to be that the whole the dead has risen, the hell Satan message. Like, seriously, are you gonna showcase like Satanism in this creepypasta? Because seriously, I think that was done to death. You know, why not let it just be a little different? So yeah, that's pretty much the Shrek creepypasta of Shrek director's cut. So yeah. So the next creepypasta reading, and tomorrow's gonna be a Talking Friends video, is gonna be the Pokemon Black and White creepypastas, which are include Hooligan, the End creepypasta, Tap's Depression, and Superior's Punishment. Yeah, 4 of those Black and White Pokemon creepypastas, which Gen 5 end up being my favorite out of the Pokemon series, passing alongside Gen 4 and 3, and 7, and 2. Possibly my top 5 favorite Pokemon gens, in my opinion, in my list. So yeah. So hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just sorry, I'm just kind of trying too hard not to laugh at the creepypasta because I want to take it a little serious on reading it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and bye bye.